On the last episode, I rewinded a bit to set the tone to the conversation that we have been having here on Calibishie Chronicle, and I sort of replotted from there to now for people, especially who did not quite follow the series of programs from the start, because you have new and different people joining on different expressions at different times. So, as a messenger, you must be cognizant of that and always cater for people who may not have started the journey together with you. So, we missed a few weeks of the Calibishie Chronicle episode. In fact, we didn't miss anything. We had not had a live feature on social media, but the stories continue to be told about Calibishie and about other places. In fact, I've heard stories of Atalanta being told by other messengers, as I said on the last episode. And one of the things I did also on the last episode is that I mentioned Calibishie and described the community as a village. And I had already set the kind of parameters for discussing Calibishie not just as a village. Calibishie is a village community. So we do not just accept Calibishie as being a village. I think what a village is different from what a community is. A village will be like a locality, an area where people exist with a particular common nuance. A community is the same, but it goes a bit beyond just that. Community has a sort of progressive sting to it. It connects the local nuance to regional, international connectivity. It has a particular set of dynamism. So when you talk about a community, the culture for community, it's different from the culture for village. So I sort of mingle and twist a village to the community. Calibishie is a village community because I think we are more than just that communal setting. We are that plus. People who do well in Calibishie do well any and everywhere. So we have that touch, we have that ability to connect and to impact not just village life, but community civility together with other communities. So Calibishie will be a community, Marigot, if they call themselves a community, Tarishpit, if they call themselves a community, and other places, Canefield, and other places. So that's what Calibishie is. I mentioned people from Calibishie doing well and having impact in other places, and I can count on so many people who came from Calibishie and have had major impact on any videos. In fact, it was more common back then in the late 70s, 80s, even before that, than now, because the only minister of government from Calibishie that I know of is Mr. Osborne Theodore, and he served as Minister of Communications and Works in the 1970s. We have not had somebody from Calibishie serve in the capacity as Minister of Government. In terms of the history of Dominica, we had Mr. Cuthbert George and Mr. Sylvester Joseph, also Mr. Abel Winston, or Winston Abel, and others serving cooperative business and excel. In fact, Mr. Joseph, I think, was the chief cooperative officer, and Cuthbert George was a senior cooperative officer. Mr. Abel, he was also big in cooperatives as well. This happened in the 70s, 80s. We do not have that same vibrancy now because I think we sort of have lost connection with where we came from. But we still have the ability to produce individuals of international fame. Like I would have been a major fixture in media, entertainment, drama, culture in Dominica for the past 30 years, 40 years. I mean, we know that. And there have been host presenters of entertainment events. Going back to Patrick John, first Prime Minister, my dear friend, Then we had Urban Harrigan, who became a master of ceremonies. And then following Harrigan, we had BABA. And then from BABA, Franklin Moses did his stuff. And then you had me. And I've held this down for 30 years together with my brother Val Coffee. Peter Prosper did his little stuff. Dr. Miggs did his stuff. But in terms of holding down the mainstay of show business and presentation, is yours truly. And my sidekick, Val Coffee, or you can call me his sidekick too, because we work as a team, we work very well. Major, Jeffers did a little thing. But right now we have Webb from Calibishie too, stepping up as a master of ceremonies for the past few years. So that's 2 Calibishie people featured in the history of presentation on the island. And Webb is about one of the finest MCs that we have. He still has some work to do, but he's from Bishi. So I'm just showing you that the connection continues. It's just that we have less people participating on that particular level. And this program is intended to get more of us to step up and to continue to contribute. I think I've said enough on this episode. We will continue on the next episode here of Calibishie Chronicle.